His first album was dope. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that. I think one track messed up the whole
What, that Pump
album.
It Up?
Nah,
No,
the joint with Busta Rhymes
Fire?
not that one.
Fire, fire.
or the
Is
joint
that
with
what?
112.
No, I love that song.
Oh, for real.
That was one of my favorite shits.
Yo, why you
my,
say oh for real like that?
my favorite joint on that was the 10-minute joint in the Walk With Me.
Yeah, I listen to those heavy too.
Yeah.
He said oh for real.
Because I think even though like I don't really like any well until I actually like started like going through like relationships and like that too. I hated R&B like music. Like I was like, yo, I don't want to
Really?
listen to this. Yeah, but once you actually like when you like go through stuff and you listen to R&B
Man.
music, it kind of hits you different. But growing up, I was like, I don't want to hear this little niggas
Yeah.
crying, mushy, and all that type of stuff.
Man, you used to well, I will not mention he who is not mentionable anymore, but you used to throw his music on with the ladies.
Terrible.
Michael Jackson.
You talking about
No,
kills?
I'm talking about Kales, man.
I know. I should say Rick James.
That shit, that seems like you ready. Come on, it's on and popping when you was 16, boy.
And you didn't know what that meant, but you tried.
I knew what it
Yeah,
meant. Goddamn,
I
I don't
was
know about you.
I was a late bloomer, so I missed all that.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
was late
yo,
too.
that's what
I ain't-
look. That's what happened when you in the projects at 10 years old playing high go get it.
Oh
I
shoot!
ain't gonna grab a booty.
You got you play high. So what's your top 5 then as a DJ? We're gonna go around. I'm gonna start with you, then go to Marcus. As the top 5, starting from 5 to your number 1. Since what's your
Damn.
top 5 as a personal, not what you play in the club, but personal.
Personally, I didn't. Everybody kick me out the car for this one, but I'm gonna go in no particular order because I can't put them in order. But I'll give you 5.
Okay,
I'm
bet.
gonna go Tupac, Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, Joe Button, and then I gotta go with like I don't know Nas and Jay-Z. I mean no Nas and Jeezy.
Jeezy.
Yeah.
Man, northern people love East Coast niggas love Jeezy. They
'Cause we can
love
relate.
young Jeezy, bro.
We can relate to Jeezy. We can't relate to Gucci.
Yeah,
But
man.
Gucci is a little bit too ruggish, thuggish. That nigga he was probably he was feared down here, bro. This man was feared in East Atlanta. But, but
Oh, you in Atlanta?
uh-huh.
Yeah, y'all still got totally random, but y'all still got a restaurant down there called Child Babies.
Yes, I believe so.
Y'all
the last
love
time
Child
I checked.
Babies.
What is
We got
Child
a
Babies?
ton of red.
It's like a buffet type joint, but you go there and you like give them the food, they cook it for you, and it's like unlimited. They keep bringing it to the table. It's
Oh,
so
really?
good.
They cook
Yeah.
it for you?
Is that
Yeah.
Korean barbecue?
I believe that's what it is. Yeah,
Okay. I've never been, but I know it's here.
you gotta try that out.
I ain't never been to nothing like that. I'm too damn picky of an eater. You said, yo, when you said that shit, they bring all I thought of the most random shit popped in my mind when you said it's all you can eat was Ponderosa. You remember Ponderosa?
Yo, they still got a Ponderosa up here in Niagara Falls. Your
Do
sister
they really?
Hated. Your sister hated it, but I love it. Yo, the
Them
chicken
chicken
still
wings
tastes
is
the same.
them chicken wings go hard, don't they?
Hell yeah. They still got the
Come on,
same
man.
recipe.
Yo, I used to be in there making them little bullshit nasty tacos with the cheese
Hell
and
yeah.
everything.
Y'all might gotta go there tomorrow.
Yo, them
Never heard of
wings
Ponderosa.
go hard, man. My
Yeah,
grandma
Ponderosa.
used to keep bring a bag. I guess all black people. I don't know people in general, but a Ziploc bag in her purse.
Yo, it's
and
crazy
fill them
you
shits
said
up with
that.
chicken wings.
Yo, it's crazy you said it. One time I went with my grandmother. We had a Ponderosa on Main Street next to the train station.
Okay,
She
I
brought
know,
a
I
whole
remember.
Ziploc bag and was bringing food. It was like, ma'am, listen, we seen you take a couple pieces, but you didn't got like the whole tray. Like, you can't do this. She started flipping out racism. Da, 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 da. Like, that's messed up. She was still in front of the buffet.
Yo, you gotta get them.
Anything
Yeah.
for the chicken.
Man, you go in there, them chicken wings. You ain't never had Ponderosa chicken wings?
Never had it.
Man.
Yo, Ponderosa chicken wings is so good, yo.
Well, when we go up
it's
to
bad.
Buffalo.
It's bad because Buffalo got really good wings and everything, but Ponderosa chicken wings. Like
Yep.
people in Buffalo probably hear us say Ponderosa chicken wings go higher and look
Yeah.
at us crazy, except for niggas from the hood. Niggas from the hood love Ponderosa chicken.
Yeah, niggas from the hood, no.
I feel
Niggas
like
from
I
the
heard
hood.
that in a rap song.
That is a
feel
bar.
I feel like I've heard Ponderosa in a rap song.
Yeah, Ponderosa good as hell, yo.
Yeah. And Swiss Chalet.
We went there one day, me, sister, and my daughter, and I'm like, I'm crushing it. They hated it. My daughter wound up like crying, flipping out, all types of stuff.
Oh, Sharon and got her bougie as hell. Huh?
Yeah, she definitely. She was like, I hate this. That you know what? Now that you said it, you're absolutely right. She probably was crying because she was trying to be like Sharon, saying she didn't like the food. But I was loving it. I was like in heaven.
Niggas act like they forgot where they came from.
What'd you say? She said it wasn't the same as it used to be. Yo, bro, this chicken was exactly the same as it
was
used to
exactly the same, wasn't it? She just,
same batter.
She just changed. That's all.
Ponderosa chicken, y'all.
Yo, yeah. I really like. We might be going to the fall. I think tomorrow or the day after. I might really have to go to Ponderosa, dude. That chicken is good as hell.
Yeah, send me some.
Definitely.
Okay, top five.
Your top 5 rappers. Marcus.
Dang, didn't we talk? We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, but y'all need to hear it again because I think mine done changed.
Bro, hold on.
Okay, before you say this, let me ask you this. Black Bandana, do you think Drake? What is Drake? A rapper, an artist, or what do you consider Drake?
Honestly, because I'm not a hater, even though he light skinned, he's definitely one of the
First of all. Well, you seen my daddy. He's dark skinned. Yeah. So I tell people all the time, I'm dark skinned in light skinned clothing.
He's definitely one of the GOATs. Like I said, Drake is one of those artists who I really couldn't vibe with until I got older and actually started going through shit. And then you really listen to him, like, yeah, I can kind of relate to that. Like at first it was just
like when he was spitting like some of them like 2 a.m. in Toronto and all. You didn't. Yeah. What do you think about his rapping abilities?
He's definitely good. The reason why they don't really give him his roses is because one, he's from Canada. They say A, and he light skinned. And his name is Aubrey.
We're gonna cut that light skin shit out.
I don't hate honestly, I'm great.
That's what it is.
Dark skin niggas is way more emotional than us. They just be putting on the front.
You know, like honestly, and
I don't know, man. Because I've been crying a lot.
Well, I don't know about the crying part, but honestly,
niggas say I've been crying a lot.
y'all might judge me for this, but if you talking about like stats as far as like lyric stats and stuff like that too, Drake and Jay-Z might be debatable. Honestly, I know you're not gonna agree with that. Drake and Jay-Z might be debatable.
Now,
look at the stats. If you go by the stats, the lyrics, any of that impact,
we can't because Jay-Z ain't never had no R&B shit on his. He wasn't singing.
Yeah, he didn't sing.
You got to understand, Jay-Z has survived many different
Drake got to be around 10 more years, man.
But Drake been around though. Like if you look,
but Jay been doing this shit since '95, man.
But not really. We give Jay excuse because we from New York, and we like. I'm not a hater. I'm just giving you the truth. We give Jay excuse because he's a GOAT and he's from New York. But when you look at Jay-Z career as far as being in his prime, it wasn't really 10 years. It wasn't like a full 10. It was. I don't think it was a full 10 years.
What you mean?
He put out verses and shit like that after he did albums later too. But Drake literally year after year consistently.
But that's what we talked about. But at the time, people didn't drop albums like that.
That's an excuse.
No, but that was everybody at that who at that time was dropping more. I think Nelly was the first person to drop 2 albums in the same year. Remember, he did that sweatsuit shit.
Yeah.
And they thought that was like the craziest shit in the world. And that was 2004 or 5, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, but you can't fault Drake for being alive during the time where technology was here. He's been consistent. I think Drake has been consistent as far as albums and stuff like that too. And mind you, I wouldn't willingly listen to Drake. I would willingly listen to Jay-Z, but just my personal.
I listen to Drake.
That's because you light skin,
man.
But besides that, as far as consistency, who can you really compare Drake to?
Yo, Jay-Z light skin. What you talking about? Nas light skin too.
I'm black as hell, so everybody light skinned to me. I'm just saying.
Well, one could say J. Cole, but J. Cole had a period where he didn't know what he was doing, and then
I think that was just that period. He was just trying to conform, just because everybody got a period where they get that record deal and they just basically want to do what the record label say. That's what I think from the outside looking in.
Yeah. Can I just say one thing real quick too? Totally random, but J. Cole, like once you reach a certain amount of success, you shouldn't still look homeless. Like you should not look like you're still struggling. That I just can't. I can't do it. I understand he want to be normal and natural and shit like that too.
He
But
probably got, that's that Erica Badu type,
yeah,
they got that kind of I don't
Look,
know.
with-
I guess it's I don't know, man. They just you got
J.
me on
Cole,
that. Look,
J. Cole is
I'm
mixed.
trying to find an excuse for it, but
Well, J. Cole is black and white, so you gotta
Yeah.
respect that. He got both
what that got to do with
DNA.
looking homeless?
He don't look home. He trying to be a free spirit. That's what it is.
like
That's
him,
the white
him
side.
and what's the dude that sing that coming from where I'm from this dude
Oh,
name?
Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah, no matter they can win $1 billion, both of them always look homeless.
Well, no. Anthony Hamilton need to shave that shit or go get a beard implant.
Beard implant.
Yeah, that shit. If you want it, just go get something done. But just to have a couple little curly pieces of hair and shit, look.
Yeah, he got the patches.
Yeah, he got like nappy pubes on his face.
Nappy pubes.
But you know what? Going back to that Drake, just to go back to Drake and Jay-Z, I compare it to Jordan. It's a conversation of Jordan, LeBron, and saying who's the best, and then who would kind of correspond with each other would be Michael Jordan, Jay-Z, and then Drake and Bron. But
I think the difference is Bron could have played with Jordan. I don't think that singy shit would have worked in that 96, 95 era. With Drake would have got his ass tore up. You look, because even if you want to say something, look, Ja Rule was the first kind of trying to be Drake with the singy shit, and 50 Cent came out, and that shit, Ja Rule career was done.
Honestly, Ja Rule career was done, like totally off topic, but Ja Rule ended his own career because the time when 50 Cent was coming at Ja Rule, all Ja Rule had to do was do a 3-minute video, just sitting there counting money. He tried to do the tough guy stuff. We're going to clap back. We're going to clap back. And that's what made him. We didn't look at him as a tough guy. We looked at him as the pop star from the hood who's doing his thing. Once he tried to be hood and go against 50 Cent, which you can't, he ended his own career. Because 50 started singing after that.
Yeah, that's 50
true. 50 Cent didn't even, it was, I guess the hate towards him wasn't even his fault. I think it was towards his manager, manager or something like that.
Well, it had to do with so-called with Preem.
Yeah, with Preem.
That's right.
Yeah. It was some street shit that boiled over into music.
But Ja Rule wasn't a street guy. He shouldn't have never tried to do the tough guy act. Like literally, that's like Jay-Z. That's like NBA YoungBoy saying F Jay-Z and Jay-Z actually doing a diss record in response to him. Like, of course, the internet is going to kill you and say NBA YoungBoy won because we're in a time where the internet wins. But Jay-Z shouldn't respond back to NBA YoungBoy. Ja Rule had no reason responding back to 50 Cent. I just been on there like, yo, you broke.
And at that time, it wasn't, the internet wasn't popping like that back in 2003. So all he had to do was another song with Ashanti, and that shit would have just boiled over.
So.
All he had to do was not respond. Ignore that shit.
Honestly, I think.
Look how many people took shots at Jay-Z, and Jay-Z ain't say shit to
50
him.
Cent, Ja Rule didn't. 50 Cent ended Ja Rule's career. He didn't. Ja Rule didn't end his own career because he tried to come out with some albums. He even delayed one of his albums. I don't know.
That was after the response.
That's what I'm saying. He killed them so much, everybody was against him. Like even I was against Ja Rule.
what I'm saying is though, if he never would have responded, that's what gave 50 the like. If Ja Rule never responded, I'm like, what the fuck is 50 Cent? He didn't have to.
Yes, he did back in them days. If you ain't say shit, you was a bitch.
He was already a bitch. He was singing,
but them was that is the point, because that's why Jay and Nas started, because you had, I guess when somebody start, you got to go back at him.
But if you're talking tough, like with Jay and Nas, they both rap tough stuff. Ja Rule was love. Like he wasn't rapping tough. He didn't have to do that.
He had some gangster shit on his albums on Vin Vidi Vici. He had some.
I love Vin Vidi Vici.
No,
that shit was hard.
Mine was 336.
In my race against time, I can't stop.
Look, that's when I just started at GM and I was getting money. I was bumping that
336 is the dopest Ja Rule album.
Nah, that Vinny Van Vici, yo.
I didn't like Vinny Vici.
You didn't like Vinny Van Vici?
Oh, that shit was hard.
You've been to
I like
ATL too
Painted.
long.
Yeah.
But I was listening. No, we were listening to East Coast rap down here. We was hard on that East Coast rap. That was all the radio play, some locals, and some top
But y'all had
8 albums.
Outkast jumped off of y'all.
We
That's
we
what
were
really
local.
set
It
it
was a
off.
lot of local. It was a lot of local artists like killing it down here. We had, I know you probably, I forgot his name. Not Kilo Green or something like that. I
CeeLo
don't know.
Green.
CeeLo
Not
Green.
CeeLo Green. Man, I ain't even gonna attempt because look, my city will get on me for not knowing who I'm about to talk about. But we had a lot of the club hits. We had we had some other people like from Tennessee, Texas was kind of here a little bit, New Orleans, all that music kind of broiled in Atlanta, and we would get the first of it.
I think, yeah, but that Atlanta sound just took over the whole goddamn country.
Because we were letting everybody in. We were letting people come in.
That Atlanta sound
New York
just killed everything. Everything sounded like Atlanta.
And it did, because everybody wanted to emulate the sound because it was the one that was being played in the club. It was the sound that people wanted to hear. So when nobody could get into New York, New York, nobody let you in. Yeah. If you were an artist, if you were a hip hop artist, you had to be some of the best lyricists in the country to even for New York to accept you and embrace you, and you start your career from there. Because once you got things going up there, then you were going to be top artist for that year, or so forth. But no, New York was just not letting nobody come in for an opportunity. And with So Def, Jermaine Dupri, he was just, working with everybody. Everybody kind of,
that's Atlanta when Crisscross first came out.
Yeah, and they were from Ohio, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Were they really?
Yeah, they were from like Cleveland.
Yeah, I believe they was. I'm not sure. I believe they was. Yeah.
Crisscross.
It's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy that you said, like, y'all gotta excuse me too. Like, my attention span is kind of off. Like,
it's cool.
Y'all say something. I think it's something I just want to say before I forget it. Like when you just said Memphis, Tennessee. Like y'all think like Chris Rock. I'm not Chris Rock. Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart is funny. Call somebody from Memphis, Tennessee, and tell them to say the word music without pronouncing the R.
Music.
Yo, you gonna be dying.
It's some crazy music.
So they say, oh, that's how like Yo Gotti be talking.
Yeah, like there's no R in music, yo. It's the funniest
music.
Would you hear it? Like my one of my friends, she's like my sister. Her husband is from Memphis, and he be telling me all the slangs they be saying and how they say music and what it is you just said, what it was you just said, what it you said.
Music.
You got that music, what it was you just said, bro.
So what do you think of we're gonna get back to your top 5, but real quick, what do you think about like New York drill music? Is it the same as Chicago drill music from what you're saying, or is it a little different?
Can I answer that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I think Bandana, you're gonna give another answer to this. But New York drill music was stolen from England. The drill music in London.
I disagree.
All that drill music started out, that type of sound for drill was started in London. Pop Smoke came through. I don't know if there was anybody else other than him before him, but Pop Smoke somehow brought that sound, and now it's a New York thing.
But then they get it from like Chicago, wouldn't it?
Nah, drill music in Chicago was different.
See, I think that
sound wise,
in my personal, professional, unprofessional, official, unofficial opinion, I think that it started in Chicago, and then like UK and London took it from Chicago, and then Brooklyn and New York took it from UK. So it looked like they copied off of the UK, but
it don't sound the same.
I think it does. The beat's a little bit. I mean, because they got accents and shit. Like in UK, they talk different. Like New York people got accents.
It wasn't that off tempo type sound. It's a unique sound, that drill from the UK, and it doesn't match Chicago's drill music because that was short lived.
even with the offbeat, listen to G Herbo. Anything G Herbo put out prior to the last 2 years, this nigga been rapping offbeat since the beginning. He from Chicago.
Yeah, that's why I stopped listening to him because that shit was off beat so much.
Well, I'm
I'd be like,
talking
what
more
the hell
about
is this nigga talking about?
I'm talking about the music itself, not so much the lyrics. I know he rapped a little silly, but the music, the sound was is totally different. Same punch, you know, with the aggression, but I think that the UK sound is the originator.
But that's how don't Drake be over
shit.
there going over there taking like a lot of UK sounds and bringing it over
hell
here.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think when it came to this particular sound, he tried to set it off here because
I think Drake had some of that shit on one of his albums.
It was Top Boy.
It was not Scorp because he had
I like Top Boy.
Yeah, because he had some of them dudes from London on a couple of his albums. I don't know which one it was.
More
was
Life.
It Scorpion or More Life?
He had Skepta.
Yeah, Skepta. Yeah.
And he had somebody else.
Whatever happened to Cardinal Official? Remember him from Canada?
He was good though.